up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the prep vlog. As of yesterday, I was 18/22 weeks out. So this is going to be the 18 to 22 weeks out video. It is currently Sunday morning. I believe today is actually July 1st. No, today's July 3rd. No, wait. The 2nd. Okay, today's July 2nd. About 6:15 in the morning. Pretty normal routine from here on out for those of you guys who have been watching the series up until this point. But there are going to be some slight modifications. So I'll see if I can get this on film. It's you can kind of tell, kind of difficult to tell, but it's raining pretty good outside. Good amount of rain and everything going on. So my morning steps will not be able to get done outside this morning because of the weather. We've had thunderstorms all night and it looks like they're going to continue most of the morning. So I will not be able to get my steps in outside because of the weather. And if you guys saw the video last week, I don't actually have an extension cord currently to be able to plug in my treadmill that's at home. You can see it's leaning up against the wall there. So we are going to go to the gym this morning to go get our steps done. I have 2 gym memberships. If you guys have been following the channel for a long time, you may be familiar with that. You've seen me train at 2 different gyms. So let's say that I have Gym A and I have Gym B. The gym that I am going to train legs at today with weights is Gym A, and so I will go and do my steps at Gym B. Typically, that's how I like to do it. If I am going to go to the gym multiple times per day, I like to go to different gyms. For whatever reason, I really don't like going to the same gym multiple times per day, like going to Gym A and then a couple hours later coming back to Gym A. I just feel really weird doing that for some reason, which is, really strange. I love being in the gym, but for some reason I don't like going to the same gym multiple times per day. So I find whenever I have to go to the gym multiple times per day that I typically try to go to both gyms just for different scenery. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just kind of enjoy going somewhere different. The gym where I'm going to get my steps done at doesn't open until 7 and it's like 6:30 right now. It only takes me like 5 minutes to get there. So I'm just going to bum around for a little bit, get some water in me, take my blood pressure, do some other shit there. But we're going to go get those steps done. And then actually, I'm going to get groceries this morning. So, I mentioned this. I don't remember if it was in the first prep vlog or if it was in the second prep vlog, but my grocery stores are out by both of my gyms. Both of my gyms are literally across the street from each other. If my hand is the street, here's Gym A and here's Gym B. You can stand in the parking lot of either gym and stare at the other one. Like they're directly across the street. So both of my gyms are on the same road. And then the main grocery store, I go to multiple grocery stores, but the main grocery store that I go to get my meat and everything is just up the road from there. So I typically will get my groceries on like Sunday mornings anyways, Saturday or Sunday mornings. So I had already planned to head out this morning out by the grocery store. So I may as well stop at the gym and get my steps in while I'm there. So I'll get steps in and then I'll go get groceries and then I'll come home and I'll have my first meal. Depending on what the weather's like, I'll take the dog outside and then I'll have, an hour and a half to 2 hours to kill with work. I'll probably do some video editing and everything. And then this afternoon, I will head back to the other gym to train legs. Big leg day today. RDL and leg press day, which is my hardest workout of the week, unquestionably. So it should be a good one, I would think. But I know the nerves will start to kick in for it a little bit later. But anyways, for now, I kind of want to just start getting hydrated and start getting dressed and everything and get ready to go get these steps done. So 18 weeks out as of yesterday, so getting closer. Body weight was 189.4 this morning, which is basically the same that it's been for the past like 5 or 6 days. My weight really hasn't moved at all in a week. But last week I did, actually, excuse me, 2 weeks ago now, I did increase my testosterone from 250 milligrams to 300 milligrams. And so there's always going to be some variances in the scale weight whenever you make a PED manipulation like that, just because of all of the hormonal things that are going on inside of the body that are gonna, reflect on the scale weight. But my pictures look better. I mentioned in the last vlog, the 19 to 23 weeks out vlog, that I shaved my legs last night. And I did a couple rounds of posing with the shaved legs, and I don't know if it's just in my head, but obviously trimming my legs makes them look a little bit leaner. So even though my weight hasn't been moving down, my physique is getting leaner, and I'm confident in that. Like, not only can I see it in my pictures, but I notice it with random shit throughout the day. As I go through the day, I can notice like veins and stuff, and the hunger. The hunger is starting to pick up. Last night, I don't want to say last night was a rough night, but last night was one of the first nights in a while where I was like, man, I'm really hungry. Like, I was eating my last 2 meals, and I was like, I could eat more. Like, if it was there, I could eat more. Whereas up until this point, I haven't really felt that way. The hunger has really been pretty manageable. So looking leaner, and feeling hungrier, despite the fact that body weight isn't changing. So those are all good signs that good things are happening. So the weight's just a number. It'll update and reflect itself eventually. But until then, we just keep on doing the do. So I've rambled long enough at this point. I'll catch you guys at the gym for some early morning steps. Okay, we're back at home. There's been a slight change of plans. So my girlfriend and I are going to go get some errands later. So I decided to not get groceries this morning. But obviously, I was at the gym walking on the treadmill. And now we are back home. I have, this is the life of self-employed right here. So on this computer here, that's kind of the computer that I use to do my video editing and everything on. So right now I have the 19 to 23 weeks out prep vlog rendering, and that will get uploaded sometime today. And then my other computer is where I'm doing like client stuff, whatever. But also, by the way, it is still raining. I have our patio door open a little bit just because I kind of like the sound of the rain pitter-pattering on the deck, but also the weather's pretty nice out, like temperature-wise, so just kind of want to get some air in here. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. It's not too bad, but if you can hear it, you're just going to have to deal with it, okay? Real quick, I want to talk about the treadmill and the steps, because I will probably get some questions on that. I walked on the treadmill for a little over an hour. It was like probably an hour and like 10 minutes or something like that. And the entire time I walked at 2.5 speed, and the incline was anywhere between 0 and 2.5. So very, very low intensity walking on the treadmill. And I want to reiterate that. I am not walking on the treadmill for cardio purposes. Like, I'm not trying to get my heart rate up and burn a lot of calories and put a lot of effort into the treadmill when I go to do steps like that. It's literally to get steps. So I walk on the treadmill just casually and leisurely, as if I were walking outside in the woods behind my house. This is my preferred way of burning calories, so to say. I do think that tracking steps and manipulating step count is going to be not only a more consistent and predictable way to monitor energy expenditure, but I also think it's the best for weight training, simply because it's very, very, very low intensity, and you don't have to put a lot of effort into it. I have found in previous cuts, when I do like traditional cardio and I do like 30 to 45 minutes on the stairs or the treadmill or the bike or whatever, where I'm actively trying to push myself and get my heart rate up to whatever it is and hold it there for like 45 minutes at a time, that can impact my weight sessions over time, especially if I'm doing that 4, 5, 6, 7 days a week. So the purpose of the walking is to burn calories, but I'm trying to do that literally in the laziest way possible so that I can save all of my like energy exertion for the training. And that is my preferred way to do things. I do think that traditional cardio where you actually get your heart rate up most definitely has a place, but it's not a fat burning tool that I use. It's more of a cardiovascular fitness tool. And this is kind of ass backwards from what a lot of people do things, but I actually do very little traditional like cardio, steady state cardio where I get my heart rate up when I'm dieting, and I do a lot more when I'm bulking, because as my body weight gets higher and my body fat gets heavier, my cardiovascular system suffers, and it's harder for me to be as cardiovascularly efficient. As my body weight gets lighter and lighter and lighter, I actually find that my cardiovascular fitness improves, and I feel lighter on my feet, and my rest times in between sets come down, and all of that stuff, and that's all a byproduct of the body weight coming down. So I typically don't do a lot of steady state cardio when I'm dieting, but for the exact opposite reason, when I get into a bulk and I'm gaining weight and my cardiovascular fitness is slowing down, and I feel tired and I feel sluggish and I feel lethargic, and I do a 15 rep set and I'm sitting there just like heaving, like that's a good time to use cardio as a cardiovascular fitness tool. But for dieting purposes, I prefer to manipulate steps. I would rather do like 15 to 20,000 steps per day than do like 7 or 8,000 steps per day and have to do a 30 to 45 minute cardio session. I would much prefer to do the steps. Okay guys, so I've kind of spent the morning just getting done with some video editing and stuff. I'm watching John Jewett's contest prep vlog right now, but I am just getting everything ready to head out and go do legs. It's still raining. It's projected to rain all day. I kind of like going to the gym in situations like this where the weather is kind of like not ideal, you know what I mean? It always reminds me of this Dorian Yates story that I heard, and I don't remember where I heard it, but it's kind of a common one. He's mentioned it in an interview before, but that, you know, the time where it was like snowing and he was like trudging to the gym in the snow, and he was like, my competitors in California won't beat me because they're not doing this. I know that that's like, you know, really dramatized or whatever, and obviously, you know, it's just raining. I'm not comparing rain to like a blizzard or something like that, you know what I mean? But just, I don't know. It just reminds me of that for whatever reason, and I just enjoy training when the weather is poor for whatever reason. So, yeah, legs going down. I feel pretty decent. So we'll probably catch up in the parking lot before I go train, because right now I kind of just want to get all my shakes mixed up and shit and just get out the door before it really starts to open up in thunderstorm. All right, gym time for legs. Still raining, as you can see and as you can probably hear. The pre-leg day jitters have kicked in, but they're pretty manageable today. I feel confident, you know. Sometimes I feel scared coming into legs, and some days I feel really confident. Both times I'm nervous, but it's kind of a different type of nerve, if that makes sense. So I feel confident today. Today is going to be day one of doing something about my fucking abs. So I have been really lazy about training my abs over the course of the past 3 years. And realistically, I need to start training my abs more. That's becoming more apparent to me as I get leaner. Realistically, at this point, I don't know how much improvement I'll be able to make between now and the show. We only have like 18 weeks, obviously, and then also I'm in a deficit. So realistically, I don't expect to make a lot of changes, to make a lot of like progress in my physique. Visually during, you know, this prep. Realistically, I mean, if it happens, that would be awesome, but just being honest and realistic with myself, it probably isn't going to happen. And you know, that's the price that I pay for being lazy about it. But I do want to get in the habit of doing it so that I can carry that habit into the bulk, so that when the food is present and I actually am going to be growing, that I can actually, you know, do that. So today is going to be the first day of doing that. I do do leg raises at the beginning of every single workout. That's part of my warm-up routine. So it's not that I do nothing for my abs, but I don't really do any crunches. So today I'm going to do my leg raises like normal, but I'm also going to tack a crunch on. I don't know which crunch I'm going to use yet. This gym's got a bunch of machines. They've got some decline benches and stuff like that. I have no idea which one I'm going to use. I'm going to play around with a couple of them. But today's day one of doing something about my abs. So wish me luck, I guess. I mean, I don't really need luck for that. But anyways, I guess you could wish me luck on the session overall. Ready to get this one done. That is for sure. Today's going to be hard. Today's, like I said, my longest workout. It's my hardest workout. But it is what it is. I feel really good today. I slept great last night. Nutrition is always on point, honestly, so that's never really an issue. And I feel great and excited, so it's time to just do the damn thing. All right, checking in post-workout, absolutely soaking wet from that workout. With the weather and everything, it's super fucking humid right now, and that's even being reflected in the gym. I think they do have the AC on, but I don't know if it's just not on super strong or what, but it's just like really fucking hot in the gym today. So legs was decent. Crunches went good. It's just a simple decline body weight crunch. I mean, if I'm gonna start training abs, I better start as basic as it goes. 2 really good sets there. They were fucking hard. I think I only got like 6 and 4 reps or so. I was on a pretty steep decline, to be fair. But man, that was actually pretty hard. RDLs maintained, which is a win for me. I did go backwards 2 reps on the leg press, which is kind of concerning. I did do a little extra warming up today than what I did last rotation. Last rotation, I only did 13 total warm-up reps, and today I think I did like 15 or 16. I don't know whether or not that contributed to the performance or what. And then my hamstring curls were down a little bit as well. So kind of a mixed bag of a workout. It was, I'm dropping you guys. It was okay. It was pretty decent, as good as I could ask for, I guess, with all things considered. So pretty happy with it overall. Gonna go home and get some steps in. I mean, it's still raining, but I think it's raining light enough to where I can get some steps in and it won't be that big of a deal. I'm already obviously soaking wet from training and then walking in and out of the gym, and my shoes are soaking wet, obviously, so it's like, whatever. I may as well just finish the steps off and walk outside while I can. And actually, with the rain and everything, even though it's humid, the weather is kind of cool. Like it's cooler than what it typically is. It's just kind of like sticky. I don't know if that makes sense, that the weather is cool and sticky, but it's weird. I don't know.
Skittles?
What's up, guys? Checking in on Sunday night. I haven't really done tons of filming today since training, but I pretty much got home and took a shower, posed, and ate. And then we went to the grocery store and went and ran some errands. And then we just took the dog out for a walk. I prepped some food and stuff for tomorrow. Right now it's about 7:30 or so, and we're gonna, wind it down. Gonna watch some movies and shit tonight for the rest of the night, but not really a whole lot going on the rest of the night. So I will just wind today up. This will be the last time that I check in for the day, but obviously may have some B-roll and stuff that comes up. But I will obviously be checking in with you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is a travel day. Tomorrow is the 3rd of July, and my parents have a 4th of July party every year that they host at their house, and it's kind of like a family tradition type of thing. So tomorrow, after I train and after I get my work done, I am going to be headed out to my parents' house for that 4th of July party. Obviously I am on prep, and I will not be, partaking in the party festivities, so to say. So my goal is to try and get you guys some footage and everything of kind of how I guess prep food and travel with food. To be fair, it's like less than a 2-hour drive, so it's not really like travel, you know what I mean? But still the same concept, just kind of got everything packed up and prepped and ready to go so that I can stay on track while I am home for the holiday. As I mentioned, typically I train, I rest the day after legs. But the way that my schedule was supposed to play out was I was supposed to rest tomorrow and then train on Tuesday, the 4th of July. And I just flip-flop those. So I actually have a push workout going down tomorrow. You guys can probably see my outfit behind me. I've already got it all laid out and everything. So push going down tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to train in the morning or the afternoon yet. It's really just going to kind of depend on what fits my schedule best, because obviously the travel kind of throws a loop into things. So we'll figure all that stuff out tomorrow. Tonight I just kind of want to chill out, and then I will check in with you guys tomorrow, most definitely. Tomorrow will be a busy day, but I'll try and get as much of it as I can on film. They're outside. What's up, guys? Monday morning, out on the morning walk as usual. I feel really, really good today. Got a really good night of sleep last night, which is always a good thing, obviously, but particularly because yesterday was legs B, and typically the day after legs day, or leg day, and especially after legs B being my hardest workout of the week, I typically feel like a sack of shit the day after legs, just tired, sore, everything. I mean, I'm sore, but in terms of fatigue and energy levels and everything, I feel fine right now. Later I may feel like dog shit, but right now I feel decent. So that is a good sign, especially because I'm training push today, which I mentioned last night. So typically I do take the day off after legs, but the way my schedule was supposed to, I know I said this last night, but the way my schedule was supposed to go is I was supposed to rest today and train tomorrow, but tomorrow was the 4th of July. And my parents have a party at their house every year. It's a family tradition. So I wanted to take tomorrow off to spend the day with them. So I just moved that session to today, and I just flip-flopped the rest day and the push day. So just goes to show, even as hardcore and everything as I am and as you guys may be, doing that with your schedule, there's no issues with that. Like, if you take a look at the end of the week, my training volume this week is going to be the exact same as what it is. I'm still going to hit my 4 sessions. I'm still going to hit all my whatever sets for whatever. I'm just doing it on different days than what I had originally planned. And so if you need to rearrange your schedule just for life purposes, there's really no issue with doing that. I think there's a lot of people who are worried to do that just because they're like, this is the plan. I'm supposed to rest after legs and all that other stuff. And I get it. Definitely been there, done that, and still deal with that type of stuff to this day. I struggle with letting myself be flexible and stuff like that. But I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that it is okay if that's something that you need to do. And in my opinion, especially in this case where, taking the day off for a good reason to see family and all of that type of stuff. So, speaking of push today, so this is, you guys will have to kind of go back to my last push day training video, but the last couple times that I have done this workout, this push B workout, has not really been the best. Performance has not really been there. So I mentioned the last time that I posted this workout that I need to make some volume reductions here, and I am going to do that today. So what this session typically looks like, and it looked like this all off season, and it looked like this all the way throughout the diet up until now, is that I was doing 4 sets of chest work, 4 sets of tricep work, and 4 sets of delt work. I'm going to be dropping all 3 of those muscle groups to 3 sets instead of 4. So where is the volume going to get dropped off from? I know the chest volume. I'm currently doing my 4 sets, 2 on a Smith press and 2 on a fly. At this point, I'm 99% sure that I'm going to drop off one of the pressing sets and stick with 1 press and 2 fly. I'm very confident that that's what I'm going to end up doing for the chest. As as far as the triceps and the shoulders, I still don't know yet, and I'm going to make that decision when I'm in the gym, depending on how the first set goes. So if I get on the JM press and my first set is like horrible, I'm going to say, okay, I'm only going to do 1 JM press, and then I'll do 2 tricep extension. But if my first set of the JM press is really, really good, I will probably be tempted to do a second one and then just do 1 tricep extension. And then that'll be the same with the side delt volume, because I have 2 lateral raises. I have a machine lateral and then a cable lateral. So right now I'm going into the gym just planning on doing my first set of the JM press and then the machine lateral, and then making the decision of whether I'll do a second there or whether I will move on from there and then do 2 on the second exercise. I'm going to make that decision when I'm in the gym, just based off of what my logbook tells me. But based off of what my logbook has been telling me, I'm pretty confident that for the chest portion, that the press is where I should drop the volume. Just still don't know yet what I'm going to do with the triceps and the delts. But last thing I'll touch on training is I'm going to train in the morning today. So I'm going to finish up these steps, and then I'm going to eat pre-workout meal, I guess you could call it, which I'll probably show you guys what that is. And then we'll go and we'll get this workout done, and then we'll probably come home and we'll get all my steps done, and then I will do check-ins, and then I will have some other work to do, and then I'll have to pack up my stuff and head out to my parents tonight. So today's going to be a very busy day. Like I mentioned last night, I'm going to try and get as much of this on film as I can, but at the same time, super busy day. And yeah, so we'll see. Human error, you know what I mean? But I'll catch up with you guys as much as I can today, that's for sure. Okay, so we're in the car about to leave for the gym to hit push, and like I said earlier, I kind of want to show you guys what my pre-workout meal is. Again, I say meal loosely because I don't know if most people would consider this a meal, but basically this is what I eat before an early morning workout. So if you guys have seen my last full day of eating video, then you'll be familiar with this shake. This is 1 scoop of clear whey. It has a scoop of EAAs in there, and then it has creatine, and then it has salt and no salt in here for sodium and potassium. So I will drink this on the way to the gym, and that's my protein source. And then for my carbs, I have 2 things. So the first thing is applesauce. This is Trader Joe's unsweetened applesauce, and I've talked about this a lot on my channel before, but Trader Joe's applesauce specifically is different than a lot of other applesauces. The only ingredient that's in Trader Joe's applesauce is apples. A lot of other applesauces, even ones that are unsweetened, like Mott's and all those guys, they add vitamin C, or they add some preservatives and stuff like that. And the only ingredient on the Trader Joe's one is apples. So this is basically just a liquid apple. And this particular carbohydrate applesauce is awesome in the bulking phase, like in an off season, and it's also great like in an instance like this. I am not very hungry in the morning, even when dieting, but I still don't like to train completely fasted. I like to train with a little something in me. I just like to have stuff that's very easy to consume and digests very, very quickly. And this, I know that I've been like showing this a lot, but this is literally liquid. So I will literally like drink this, and then I have a spoon in here, and then I'll spoon the rest out. But it's 100 grams of that, which is like 15 grams of carbs. So it's like 15 grams of carbs from apple. And then I will have these as well, these little like rice rolls. Each one of these is 8 grams of carbs and like 35 or 40 calories. This is a rice cake, but it's just in roll form. The reason why I get these is because this brand, I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, is made with white rice. Most rice cakes are made with brown rice. And then these have like some cinnamon and stuff on them, and they taste really, really good. I'm pretty sure the only ingredients in them are rice, cinnamon, and then something else. I can't remember it right now, but all together, each one of these is like 8 carbs, so it's like 15 carbs. This is 15 carbs from applesauce, so it's about 30 grams of carbs and then 30 grams of protein. And I will, I'm gonna turn this video off, I'm gonna drink this applesauce, and then I'll start driving to the gym, and on the drive to the gym, I'll be eating these rice cakes. And it only takes me like 5 minutes to get to the gym, so that I eat like that right now when I'm dieting early in the morning. I eat that quickly before I train in the morning. But keep in mind, it only takes me 5 minutes to get to the gym, but I don't get to the gym and then start training. At this particular gym, I have a lot of people that I'm like buddies with, so I'll talk with people for a bit. And then I also, depending on how sore and how tired I am, I can do anywhere from like 15 to 30 minutes of like warm-up work, whether it's riding on the bike and stretching, foam rolling, whatever, that all kind of depends on the day. But so even though I am eating this on the way to the gym, there's no issues with digestive issues. A couple reasons. One, the sources. I digest apple and rice very well, obviously. Two, this is a very, very small meal, very, very light on the stomach. Like I said, 30 carb, 30 protein. There's no fat in this meal at all. So that will, get in my system quickly. And then also, like I said, from the time that I eat it, from the time that I actually start like my first warm-up set of my first exercise, it'll be anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. So that's, and that whole time I'll be moving, which will be aiding in digestion. So I notice no issues at all. I can literally eat this in the parking lot of the gym, walk into the gym, ride the bike for 10 minutes, do some stretching, activation work, and then start training, and there's no issues at all. So this has been the typical pre-workout meal that I have early in the morning. And then if I do like an early morning leg day, I would also have like 20 grams of Gatorade powder that I would sip throughout the workout, just because that's a longer workout. And I do find that towards the end, even with this type of stuff towards the end, my blood sugar levels are starting to drop. So I'll put in a little bit of Gatorade on like a leg day or something. But other than that, this is enough to get me through, especially push. Push is always a very quick workout. And then today's going to be even quicker, hypothetically, because I'm dropping my volume on everything. So I don't really feel the need to have these like massive meals and this massive influx of carbohydrates. Obviously, I have glycogen in my system from the food that I ate yesterday. This is just a little something to get my blood sugars elevated to a point where I feel energetic. You know what I mean? So we're going to get this in, and then we are going to go hit push. Let's get it. What up, guys? Back from the gym. Man, that was a really, really good workout. The reduced volume was like super noticeable right away. I'm honestly really happy with today's session. I knew that reducing volume was going to fix the problem, but I really didn't realize like how noticeable it would be. I decided to remove one set from each muscle group, like I said, but for chest, I did that for the Smith incline, and then for triceps, I did that for the Smith JM, and then for the lateral delts, I did it on the Cybex lateral, which is my first lateral raise. So the first 3 exercises for each muscle group went from 2 sets to 1. And like I said, it was just super noticeable. I was able to progress my stuff later on in the session and everything. And I was also able to progress the stuff that I actually reduced the volume with. So I'm very, very happy with how today's workout went. It's one of those things where I know, like in my heart and soul, you know what I mean? That like as I get leaner and as recovery gets worse and worse, that we're supposed to be reducing volume in order to like accommodate for that. But at the same time, like I have a hard time allowing myself to do less volume just because, I'm emotionally attached to the amount of work that I'm doing, and I want to maintain, the highest level of output that I can. But this is like, this is a learning point for me even. And now going forward in this prep, whenever I decide that I need to reduce volume somewhere, I'm going to be more inclined to do it and less worried to do it, because I'm going to think back to today and I'm going to think, oh yeah, like the last time I did it on push, everything flew. So big win today, big win mentally. Obviously physically it's a win, but mentally, just because of how this will set me up mentally to handle my training the rest of the prep. So very happy with how today's workout went. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say than that. I'm very happy. So I am going to, it's about 11 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a bunch of these steps knocked out here. And then busy work afternoon. Got to work, got to pack. And then we got to drive out to my parents' house. So I know that I've mentioned that a couple of times at this point already, but it's just a very busy day. Got to go. All right, just finished up check-ins. I was working at a good pace this morning. I'm pretty happy with how quickly I was able to get everything done. So now I am going to eat a meal. While I eat, I'm going to update my training log on my website and then post some content and reply to comments and DMs and all of that stuff. And then after I get done with that, I need to start getting my stuff packed, mostly like my food and everything for the day tomorrow. So we'll film all of that. Okay, so I just want to kind of run through some of the stuff that's going on with this travel. So as far as tonight, I'm going to have all of my meals as normal here at the house, and the only meal that I'm going to have at my parents' house is my last one. That meal is 4 ounces of ground beef and then 2 whole eggs. So I already have the beef cooked up, and then my parents have eggs at their house that I will use. And then in the morning, so for my first meal, I'm not like 100% sure exactly what I'm gonna have. I know that I will have this for sure. So this is Slate chocolate milk. This is basically like Fairlife in a can. It's like the lactose-free pasteurized milk. 20 grams of protein in this. So I know that I'll have this in the morning, and I'll probably have 2 eggs with that. And then my mom always has like English muffins or oatmeal or stuff at the house that I will use then. And then for my next 2 meals tomorrow, I will have normal meals. So I will have 100 grams of rice and then 6 ounces of either pork or beef. I have 1 pork and then 1 beef. So these these meals are frozen right now. I have a 2-hour drive to my parents' house, which isn't that long, but I just freeze the meals beforehand, so that way I don't also have to pack an ice pack in my cooler. It's just a lot easier for me to do that, because whenever I bring food back and forth to my parents' house, I always bring an ice pack, and then I always end up forgetting the ice pack, and then I have no ice packs. So I've just been freezing my meals and then just using the meals as the ice pack, and they will thaw throughout the drive, and then by the time I put them in the fridge, and then by the time it comes to eat them tomorrow, they will be thawed. For my 4th meal, I will probably be on the road. So what I have in here, you won't be able to tell by this. This bag has a bunch of stuff in here, but I do have those rice cake rolls, crunchy rice rolls. These are the things that I actually had pre-workout today. I will have these, and then I have a bag of beef jerky down there in the corner. So that'll be a meal that I can actually eat while I'm on the road. And then with that, I will wash that down with one of these, a Core Life shake. So that will be my 4th meal, which I will have in the car, probably on the way home. And then the last meal will be one that I have here while I'm at home. So I guess, hopefully that kind of gives you guys some sort of idea of how I would prep food and bring food with along when I go to my parents' house to stay on track. So I'll make sure to try and get some more footage before we leave. But right now I'm still in the packing process and everything. At this point, I'm pretty much done with all of my work for the day. I was really busting ass this afternoon trying to get everything done. So I got everything done pretty quickly, still wrapping up the packing, and then we should be leaving, I would think, within a couple hours or so. Okay, guys, we're ready to head out the door. I just kind of wanted to show you guys how I kind of transport everything. So I have this big cooler. This is Ozark Trail. I literally got it at Walmart. I have no idea if this is a good brand or not. I'm sure there are better ones. Here's how big it is compared to my hand for comparison. It's a good size. I would definitely recommend, if you guys are into bodybuilding, I would get one of these like cooler bags or containers to bring with. Just showing you kind of how I pack all of this. So this is a little big, but on the bottom here, I have my 2 frozen meals. So these are frozen. And then this is my beef for tonight. And then I've got some shakes and energy drinks and stuff in there. And then this bag has a lot of my dry goods, like the rice cakes and my supplements and all that type of stuff. So that will go in here, and then I will bring that with us. We are stopping at the grocery store to bring a dessert, so that will go in here as well. But I just kind of wanted to run that by you guys. I know for a lot of people that may seem super simple, but if you're serious about your nutrition and traveling with it, I would definitely invest in a big cooler box like this. It will make your life a lot easier. Something I wanted to mention about that cooler bag is 2 summers ago, I don't remember if it was last summer or 2 summers ago, I had an instance where I froze 5 meals and I put 5 meals in that cooler box with just a little bit of ice in there. I stopped at the gas station and bought a small bag of ice, and I put a bag of ice in there, and that cooler box sat in my car for 8 hours while I was on the river tubing, and when I came back, the meals were still frozen solid. So just to give you an idea, a cooler box like that, if you freeze your meals and then you also put extra ice and stuff on top of that, that stuff will stay frozen for 6, 7, 8 hours at least. I didn't put extra ice in it because obviously I want those to be thawed by tomorrow so that I can eat them. So I did not do that, but I need to get going. My girlfriend's sitting outside waiting for me. We need to go get this dessert and then get headed out. So I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Mommy ran in to get the dessert, so now we have to wait. Good morning, guys. So we are at my parents' house. Sorry I didn't check in with you guys last night, but obviously it was like 8:30, 9 o'clock by the time we got here, and then I was obviously catching up with my parents for a little bit, and then by that point I was exhausted. It had been a long day, so it was time for bed. Speaking of a long day, today's going to be a long day. It's 5:30 in the morning right now. So this family party that we have every year it starts at 10 in the morning. We start with breakfast and it kind of goes all day. It's just kind of how it's always gone for as long as I can remember. So I'm up pretty early this morning because I'm still doing my check-ins today. I didn't take today off of work, so to say. I still have my clients who are checking in with me. I messaged all my clients for today, and they're all very accommodating, and they're all turning their stuff in early so that I can obviously wake up early and get my work done before this party starts. So I will be spending the morning doing check-in work on the 4th of July. So, but real quick, I wanted to show you guys just kind of my parents' house and where I grew up, because this is where I grew up. I spent the first 21 years of my life here. I'm 26 years old, if that means anything to anybody, but in this house here, this is the house that I was born and raised in. So real quick, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it's like here, because my parents live out in the country, and I moved out to the suburbs. And you guys may have seen, the background of my videos and stuff like that, but imagine what your typical suburb looks like in every fucking state across the U.S. So, all kind of the suburbs are the same, but let me show you how different that is from where I grew up. Okay, so this is my parents' back porch, and this is our backyard here. I know that this will be kind of hard to tell, but I mean, you can tell if I zoom in through here. I mean, there's up at this group of trees all the way up there is like the closest neighbor's house, and the camera doesn't really do that justice, but that's probably a good mile or so. I always make a joke that I can go back to my parents' house and I can stand out on my parents' front porch completely naked and nobody would ever see or would ever notice. And that is exactly the case. Honestly, it's true. So I really enjoy coming back home here. Obviously, like I said, I grew up here. This is the house that I grew up in. So it is nice to kind of come back here, but it's also really nice to just come back here and have absolutely nothing and nobody who's all up in your business and bothering you and everything. And the suburbs, you know, I don't live in the city, so it's not like the suburbs are hustle and bustle and crowded and all of that type of stuff. But it's definitely more busy than this, that is for sure. So it's just kind of very relaxing to be here. Other than that, yeah, today I've got check-ins to do this morning, and then we're gonna have this party most of the afternoon. Obviously this is a family party, so I'm not gonna be doing tons of recording, but I will try and film some stuff as we go through today. So for all of you United States listeners, happy 4th of July. For all of you British listeners, hold that fucking L. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, that's really all that I kind of wanted to touch up on this morning. Still getting my work done and still getting everything taken care of. So should be a long day, just like yesterday, but should be a good time. All right, just finished up check-ins here. That took a little bit longer than what I had expected. The internet here is really not the best. As you can probably imagine, when you live out in the middle of nowhere, there's not lots of options. But we got everything taken care of, so now it's time to chill out. One of the advantages of living in the middle of nowhere that we don't have in the suburbs is that Zukamoot can run wherever she wants and take a shit. What's up, guys? The party is underway. I'm upstairs here just using the other bathroom just because we got someone using the bathroom downstairs. But real quick, I thought it would be cool to kind of show you guys my childhood room, I guess. So basically this is, you know, my room that I grew up in. I still have a lot of cool stuff in here from like high school and shit like that. So I played football for 7 years, and these were little like wooden cutouts that not the fans, I think that the senior moms would make these, and they'd hang them up along the side of the football field. I was the team captain my senior year, one of them. We had 3. I was one. I had a helmet for that, just some like baseball trophies, team pictures and stuff. Let's see. Oh, there I am right there. I think this was like my freshman year of high school. And then let's see, where am I in this one? Right there. This would have been, I think, no, this would have been freshman year. This would have been sophomore year. Just some other type of stuff there. This is my helmet. So this, as seniors, we got to keep our helmets after we graduated. So this is my helmet, obviously. This is the same mouth guard that I wore to every game. We got to keep our jerseys too. I've got my jerseys and stuff here. So I don't know, just thought that would be cool just to kind of show you guys this was senior year stuff. So I don't know, thought that would be cool to show.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
16 innings. What's up, guys? Wednesday morning, Wednesday, July 5th. And we are back on the morning walk. Back to be nice to being back home and being back to my normal routine. Yesterday was obviously the 4th of July, and I showed some clips of that, but yesterday was such a long, tiring day, man. I was up at Monday night, the night before. I went to bed at like 11, and then I woke up on Tuesday at 5:30 to get my check-ins done. And then obviously we had the party all day. And then we didn't get home last night until 9 o'clock. So by the time that I got home last night and unpacked everything, man, I was literally exhausted. Like fucking, I'm like passing asleep or falling asleep like as I'm driving home last night, you know what I mean? So Was really tired last night, didn't really feel like filming anything, but got a good night's sleep and we're up this morning and getting everything done. Going on a nice little walk this morning, obviously, just kind of getting that knocked out and getting back to getting some movement. 187.0 this morning, so everything, was handled perfectly well for the 4th of July, which I'm not surprised about just because I obviously brought all my food and I had all my meals and stuff there. The only thing that was different about yesterday is the steps were quite a bit lower than yesterday, but my steps today and my steps on Monday, the day before, are going to be higher to accommodate that. So my weekly average will still be the same. It's just that tomorrow was a pretty low step day. I feel really good about yesterday. You know what I mean? That was really one of the first times that I've brought my own food to a family gathering. And it's been the only thing that I ate. So typically you go to like a family party or something and they have like a lunch. But if we're going to be there all day, I would typically bring like another meal or two just so I have other stuff that I can eat too. But this was the first time where I exclusively ate only my food and I didn't eat anything else that the family cooked. Obviously, I don't prefer that. Like when I have a family party and everything, I don't enjoy being the social hermit and everything. But also at the same time, this only happens when I'm in prep, and this is obviously my first prep. So this is not something that's like a regular thing for me in terms of how strict I am. Like I said, I will bring other food, but I will also enjoy the food that's there at the party and partake in it. But during prep, there's just no way that can happen. But I feel really, really good about it. Honestly, wasn't tempted to cheat on my diet one time. Like it literally didn't even bother me. There's that one clip where I'm sitting at the stove cooking eggs and there's like all that food and stuff on the tables behind me. And honestly, that didn't really bother me one bit. I'm really, really like mentally locked into this show and mentally locked into this goal. And I'm definitely not saying that like things don't tempt me, but up until this point, I haven't given in to my temptations. And it's actually been, again, up until this point, fairly easy for me to not give in to my temptations just because mentally I'm so focused on what it is that I'm doing. So that's good. That makes me feel good. Like, I don't know if this is true or not, but in my head, I'm telling myself, like, some of the people that you're going to be competing against did have some off-plan food yesterday. And so I feel good about knowing that I didn't. I feel like that kind of gives me a little bit of a leg up, you know what I mean? So like I said, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I'm kind of just trying to get inside my own head, and that's kind of what I'm telling myself. So like I said, I feel really, really good about it. It's actually a really big confidence boost for me. Like I said, it just makes me feel good that I'm doing stuff that I know that there are people out there that aren't doing. So things are good, feel good this morning. I got like hardly any steps yesterday, so I'm actually really excited about getting steps today, especially in the morning, man. I really have been a lot enjoying waking up and just walking first thing in the morning. I know I've said this a lot over the course of this vlog series, but it's really kind of meditative for me, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I kind of want to just get back to doing this walk and get my podcast back on and just get moving. I am training pole today. I have yet to decide if I'm going to train in the afternoon or if I'm going to train this morning after this walk. 98% sure that I'm going to train this morning after this walk just so that I can get it done and get it over with. Starting at like 2 o'clock this afternoon, it's supposed to rain all day, thunderstorm. It's funny, man. We've been in like such a drought here in Illinois, and now all of a sudden we're just getting rain and thunderstorms like every single day. So I went like months without having to do my steps inside, and now I feel like I'm having to do all my steps and stuff inside. But anyways, because it's going to be raining all afternoon, I would like to get all my steps and my training and everything done so that by the time this afternoon comes, I can just sit at the desk and work, you know what I mean? Not have to worry about going outside or doing anything like that. So I would like to just get my activity done in the earlier part of the day today and then finish off my work later. That's pretty much the plan of attack for today. So we'll probably train pole this morning, and then I'll try and get as many clips and everything as I can for you guys as always. But for now, I'm just going to go back to getting this walk done and get back to getting Gary V in my ears.
What makes this extra special for me, for everybody at home, is many of you know that I've now been...
All right, we are back from training. Awesome pull session. It actually was so awesome that I didn't film a single thing. It was one of those days where I went in the gym and I just felt really, really good, and the gym was completely dead. I could have filmed absolutely everything, but instead I was like, man, the gym is dead. Like, I'm gonna fly from exercise to exercise. I just felt amazing physically, so I was like, I'm gonna go. Also yesterday, even though I did work yesterday, like yesterday was also kind of a day off for me, so I have some stuff that I want to catch up on today. So my main goal was to kind of get this session done as quick as I can so that I can spend the rest of the day catching up on stuff that I didn't do yesterday. So really, really good workout. Unfortunately, I don't have any film to prove that it actually happened, but you guys will just have to obviously trust me that it happened. So at this point, I looked at my phone. It looks like it's about to rain in about an hour to an hour and a half. So I literally just pulled into the parking lot of our apartment complex, and I'm going to go straight to the woods, and I'm going to get some steps knocked out. Depending on what the weather's like by the time that I finish this little walk, I may walk up to the gas station up at the end of the street and get some Red Bull. I am out of Red Bull, and I've been on a big sugar-free Red Bull kick lately just because they're only 80 milligrams of caffeine, and I find that I can have them like a little bit later in the afternoon, and it doesn't really impact my sleep at all. So I've kind of been enjoying those, just something a little bit more mild in the afternoon as of late. But I am unfortunately out, so I must replenish. And as I've said before in other videos, it gives me a good excuse to get in. I think it's like 3,000 steps. If I walk up to the gas station and back, it gives me like 3,000 steps. So it's a good excuse to do it. I don't know if I'll end up doing that today. We'll see. But I for sure am going to head into the woods behind the house there and get these steps knocked out real quick.
Even if another analogy could easily be, if you're a businessman, right? My brother, for example, owns a few businesses. He's constantly traveling.
Steps done, check-ins done, time to eat. I'm hungry. Beef and rice, and then I've got some pineapple. Gonna sit down, update my training log on the website, and then post some content. And then from there, we'll see. Probably prep some food. All right, it's about 7:30 at night on Wednesday, and this day has just I don't want to say gone to shit, but I've just kind of gotten put in a bad mood really quickly. I mean, yesterday was a really long day. I kind of talked about that earlier on in this video. And I woke up feeling pretty good this morning, and I was feeling good as I was going, and then I felt good in the gym, and then when I got home from the gym and I was doing my steps, I felt good. And then, like, as soon as I started to sit down for my check-ins, I started to get really, really tired. So I felt good this morning, but I'm clearly not, like, fully rested and recovered from the short day yesterday. Cause I'm just in a mood. Like, every little thing here and there is just kind of setting me off right now. So, gonna just wind it down and, play some video games or something, and then, get to bed early tonight. Cause I am tired and cranky. That's for sure. Rest day tomorrow, which I'm, looking forward to. So, maybe we'll get a little extra sleep tonight, and I won't be so cranky tomorrow. But as of now, like I said, today started off really good. It's still a really good day. I'm not saying it's a bad day, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely getting cranky and tired.
I'm afraid we're in a...
What's up, guys? Thursday morning, decent start to the day so far. I've already prepped some steak, and I've taken the trash out and did the dishes and a bunch of stupid shit like that. Typical morning stuff like that. I like to do really simple stuff like that in the morning, just to kind of wake up and get something done right away. I mean, even something as simple as like waking up and putting the dishes away, like it makes me feel good. Get up and do something, not just get up and lay in bed and then sit on the couch or whatever, just get up and do something. So that's how my morning has gone so far. We are out on the walk this morning. It did rain like all night last night. Rain. We just had a lot of rain over the past couple days, which we've actually needed because we've been in a drought here in Illinois. But at the same time, it is kind of frustrating with my steps and everything with it raining. But the weather has cooled down quite a bit, which is really nice. Actually really enjoying that. It's only supposed to get to like 81 today, which will be pretty cool considering the past couple days have been like 90 plus with a ton of humidity. So today should be a pretty decent day weather-wise. Today is a rest day for me, so there will be no training. I'm gonna do my steps this morning, and then I need to get some groceries, and then I will probably go to the gym and do some stretching and foam rolling. I'm feeling a little tight this morning, and I've got legs tomorrow, so I would like to get loosened up before then. And then work to do today, and then tonight will be actually another busy night. This has been a super busy week for us. So I mentioned in the video last week, the second week prep vlog series video, that my girlfriend's uncle passed away last week, and this coming weekend. He lived in Florida and we live in Illinois, obviously. So this coming weekend, they are having like a ceremony down in Florida for him. So my girlfriend and her mom and her brother are going to be driving down to Florida. Tonight is actually when they leave. And my girlfriend's mom and brother, they have two, I don't think they're puppies anymore. I believe they're both still under a year old, so they're still very young dogs, but I don't think they're considered puppies anymore. I don't know the terminology and stuff like that, but they have two new puppies who haven't really been home alone that much, and then obviously we have a dog. So I am going to be staying at my girlfriend's mom's house this weekend from Friday to Monday, so 3 to 4 days. Really not that big of a deal. My girlfriend's mom lives like 15 minutes from us, so it's not that far from the house if I need anything. And in terms of the gym and everything, it's actually pretty equidistant. So if the gym is, here, our house is like 5 minutes this way, and my girlfriend's mom's house is like 5 minutes this way. So whichever house I'm at, I'm like equal distance from my groceries and gym and all that type of stuff. So it's not really going to be too much of an inconvenience in terms of travel and everything, but obviously I'm going to be there. And if I do forget stuff, I can come back to my house and get all of that stuff and then bring it back. But I really don't want to have to do tons of running. So what I was doing last night and what I will probably be doing most of this afternoon is just packing stuff for that, so that tomorrow when I go over there, I won't have to keep making all these trips back and forth. So today's going to be a pretty busy day, even though that I don't have training. I've got steps and activity and cardio and stretching that I got to do, and then I of course have check-in work and content work and stuff like that, and then we got to go over to my girlfriend's mom's house tonight and get a bunch of stuff figured out. So today's going to be a busy day. It's been a really busy week, but that's kind of how the cookie crumbles right now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get these steps done while the weather is still nice. Actually kind of looking forward to my walk this morning. I got a really good night's sleep last night, and I feel refreshed and ready to go this morning. So things are good. I was in a grumpy mood last night, but I'm feeling a little bit better today. Who knows, man? Later today, I may be in a grumpy mood again. I've kind of noticed over the course of the past couple days that my days start off really good and my energy starts off good. And then around like the afternoon, I start to get really tired and really cranky as of late. So that's kind of why I've been taking advantage of doing all my activity and steps and training and all of that stuff in the morning, because I've kind of found that like after like 6 o'clock, I kind of become super lazy and irritable. So just kind of trying to be proactive about getting my stuff done while I feel good. Man, I just love that Tony's grocery store so much. They have the best prices on fruit and meat. Apples and oranges I got there way cheaper than what I can get anywhere else. The chicken was buy one, get one free today. Typically the chicken is like $1.99 a pound. A couple weeks ago it was 99 cents per pound. I paid $5.99 for the steaks today. Typically it's $4.99, but the lean ground beef that I was getting at Trader Joe's is $7.99 a pound. So even at $5.99, I'm still saving $2 a pound. I just love that grocery store, man. Everything else there is like actually pretty expensive, but their meat and their produce, for whatever reason, from all of the grocery stores in my area, they have the best prices by far. All right, finished up my grocery shopping this morning and then came home and I walked to the gas station, got some Red Bull, and I got a 0 sugar Mountain Dew Baja Blast, which did not make it home. Drank the whole thing by the time I got home. Since then, I've been working, doing check-ins right now. You can see my little studio there. Check-ins are done. I'm about to get those sent off to my clients. Got some food to prepare, and then stuff that I gotta pack because, as I mentioned earlier this morning, I'm gonna be staying at my girlfriend's mom's house this week. So I got to get some stuff packed and everything there, but got to get some food prepped. So just kind of chilling out, doing some content right now, but I've got a little bit of work to do in terms of packing and stuff here this afternoon yet. Okay, it's been a really busy afternoon so far. I showed some clips of me prepping some of my food and everything, and I got a lot of that done. And then I took my girlfriend over to her mom's house so that they could get on the road. They wanted to get going. And obviously I needed to get like the keys and stuff, obviously, because I'm house sitting. And now we are back at my place because now I have to get my dog, and then I also have a lot of stuff to finish packing. You can see a lot of the stuff in here: blender, water, creatine, salt. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that I'm bringing. So I have some packing that I have to finish up tonight. And then we are actually going to head over there tonight, and we're going to stay the night there tonight. I had originally planned on going over there tomorrow morning to kind of start this whole process, and I figured that I was going to be sleeping here in our place tonight. But the timing of things is changing, so I'm going to be staying there tonight. So just going to get packed up, and then we're going to head out. Okay, I think that we are all packed. I've got oats, blueberries, whey protein in here. I've got some fruit. My camera skills are terrible, guys. I'm sorry. Fruit in there. I've got some supplements and vitamins in there. I've actually even prepped my milk, 4 days worth of milk for my morning shakes. So I think I finally got everything packed. Let's get the car loaded up and let's get the dog in the car, and then we'll head out. We're off. All right, guys, I've officially made it over and I'm finally unpacked. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what my setup is looking like because we're just kind of throwing it all together. So first of all, here are the dogs that I'm dog sitting. This is Buddy. He is an Australian Shepherd. And this is Peanut. She is a mini Australian Shepherd. I'm sure that you guys can tell Buddy is a big boy. If I told you that he's still under a year old, I don't know if you guys would believe me, but it's the truth. He is a big, big boy. And then Peanut's just a little bitty girl. And it's really funny because Peanut is, like I said, she's a mini Australian Shepherd, and Buddy is, I guess, a full-grown Australian Shepherd. So it's kind of cute to me how they're the same dog, just a little bit smaller. And then my dog, Zuki, is hiding down here somewhere. Zuki is most definitely very, very anxious. She hides from Buddy specifically. Her and Peanut get along pretty good because Peanut is smaller, but Buddy is really big, and Buddy is also very, very jumpy. Like he's probably 80 to 90 pounds, and he'll jump up on you like no big deal. And he tries to jump up on her and play with her, and she does not like it. As you can tell, she's a little scared. So I'm babysitting these three munchkins tonight. But anyways, let's get back to the setup that I was showing you guys. So as far as the kitchen, I'm just kind of set up here. I've got this big box that's kind of got some stuff in it. My salt and my no salt, fiber, creatine, shaker. This is my vitamins. It's got all my supplements in there. An extension cord, I figured I would need that. Some Gatorade drink packs. a gallon of water for training tomorrow. In here, I've got some pills and I've got some fruit for tomorrow. This is 4 days worth of whey protein, 30 grams per serving, 4 days, 4 servings. 150 grams of oats, which is 3 servings of 50 grams. In the freezer, I've got 400 grams of blueberries, which is 4 servings worth. And then in the fridge, let's see. So down here in this container, I have 4 cups worth of milk, which will be 4 days at a 1 cup serving. And I just do that because my first meal in the morning is a shake. Here, I just kind of brought my blender food scale over here. My first meal in the morning is always a shake where I blend the whey and the oatmeal and then the blueberries and the milk. And I just wanted to bring all of that shit so I didn't have to, you know, keep running back and forth or something. And then as far as tomorrow's other meals, I've got all those meals in here. Got my fruit. Obviously, like I said earlier, I got some fruit in this bag here. We've got some eggs back there. And that's really all that I brought in terms of food and everything. I do plan on going back home sometime tomorrow and prepping rice and meat meals for Sunday and Monday. But for now, I brought what I needed to get me through Saturday. And then in here, this is the little check-in station. So I'm just kind of set up on the edge of their dining room table right here. I do have 2 computers. So this is my work computer. This is where I do all my check-ins and everything. And I'm a very organized person. I have a to-do list and color code everything that I write for myself every day. By the way, for those of you guys who work from home or use laptops, I highly recommend that you get one of these laptop stands. This was like literally $5. I'm sure you guys can see this, but it kind of folds in and it goes in each of these little pegs so it can go like higher or lower. It makes working from a laptop like way more comfortable. So this is my work computer with my webcam and everything on it. And then in this, it's zipped up. But in this laptop case is a MacBook, and this is where I do my video editing. So this computer really is not the best at video editing, and for whatever reason, this computer is really not the best at doing work and stuff. So I do have 2 computers. So this is really just kind of how we are going to be rocking for the next 4 days or so. You know, nothing extraordinary by any means, but we're getting it done. We've got no excuses. We brought all the food that we need in order to stay on top of our meals. We brought all of the stuff that I need to stay on top of my client work and content work and everything. And that's really all that I need. All right, it's about 9:30, and as you guys can expect, and based off of what you guys have seen, it's been a very, very busy day today, and I'm feeling really tired, and I'm ready to wind it down. So I am going to go ahead and cook my last meal, and then I am going to try and get to bed. Tomorrow is Friday, last work day of the week, but it's also leg day tomorrow. Pendulum squat leg day. And I'm ready for it. You know, I gotta be honest, today was a hard day. I don't know if it was just like the stress and everything of knowing that I was gonna have to pack and be here for a couple days and kind of be out of my element or whatever. But today was kind of a stressful day. I was feeling pretty hungry, pretty tired and pretty fatigued today. So we'll see how legs goes tomorrow, but I feel good mentally, you know what I mean? Like I'm feeling good, ready to get after it. We'll just have to see if my body cooperates. So the first step to making sure that my body cooperates is getting a good night's sleep. So I want to get this last meal in me and then get to bed so that I can get that done and I can kick the shit out of legs tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll check in with you guys for the rest of the night, but I will definitely be checking in with you guys tomorrow morning. I got some cool stuff to talk about. You know, I haven't mentioned this up until this point, but I used to live in this house. My girlfriend and I, we used to live here for almost 2 years. When I first moved out to the suburbs, I moved in with her and her mom and her brother, and we moved into this house. So, you know, this is me house sitting my girlfriend's mom's house, but at the same time, I lived here for 2 years. So this is kind of like, I don't want to say my house, but this is one of the places where I've lived. So actually the last time that I did a really aggressive cut, or a really like a cut where I got fairly lean, I was actually living at this house. So I was telling my girlfriend, it's kind of cool to me how it's coming full circle. The last time that I did a really like focused cutting phase, I was living here, and now I'm getting a chance to live here during my prep. You know, I used to walk these, if you guys can't tell by now, I'm a big walker. Like, I like to get a lot of steps. And I used to walk around this neighborhood multiple times per day, every day. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting back to walking this neighborhood and walking the parks and everything, and going to the local grocery stores and gas stations that are out here. Stupid stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I think it's just kind of funny how I was hardcore bodybuilding when I was living here like 3 years ago, and now that I'm kind of staying here for a couple of days, I'm not only hardcore bodybuilding, but I'm actually competing this time. So I don't know, maybe I'm just getting weird and emotional about weird stuff. But anyways, I need to stop rambling now, and I need to get this meal in, and I need to get to bed because I'm tired and I'm hungry. So we'll probably catch up tomorrow, guys. Friday coming up tomorrow, pendulum squat leg day. I'm ready. Let's do it. Good morning, everyone. We are up and we are about to head out and do our morning steps. First, I have to feed these monsters, but then we are headed out to get these steps in. And then we'll come back and we'll get some work done. And then it's time for legs. Not really much this morning. I feel like I, kind of talked about everything that's going on last night. Sorry for the sun. It's like 6:30 in the morning, guys. Sun's coming up, but really not much to talk about right now. Just gonna go ahead and get these steps done, and then just come home and get straight to work. Woke up right away this morning with leg day on my mind, so it's one of those days. We're gonna get it today, that's for sure. All right, the gremlins are fed. It's been so long since I've had to feed a dog soft food, man. This stuff smells like fucking shit. This stuff is so gross. I'm like gagging as I'm putting it together, but dogs are eating. Time to go get some steps in. Hold up, we got a little delay this morning. I went to leave and I could smell some shit, and sure enough, here on the rug, you can see all the smears, but someone took a shit. Who was it? Was it you, buddy? Was it you? Who was it? Maybe you guys noticed this on the last clip, but Peanut has 2 different color eyes, don't you, girl? Come here, babe. Come here, honey. Let's show the people. Not you, buddy. Peanut, though. Peanut has 2 different color eyes. Look at you, honey. Look. One's blue and one's brown. I know it's hard to tell, but both of Buddy's eyes are the same color. He's just a big boy. Big boy.
They do the same shit that the fucking bodybuilding community does. This is the most stupid fucking thing in the world. They only hire people for prep time. It's like
one of the nice things about staying in a house is that when the dogs have to go to the bathroom, you can just let them outside and not have to take them on a walk. Obviously, when you live in an apartment, you have to take them outside to go to the bathroom every time. But that's one of the nice things about being in a house, is that you don't have to do that. You can just let them go, and then kind of forget they're outside, and then let them in when we're done. All right, check-ins are done. That went fairly smooth. There were a couple of times where the dogs interrupted me quite a bit, but other than that, things went pretty smooth. It's about 11:30 in the, I guess, morning, early afternoon or whatever right now. So we are going to get everything put together, and it is time to go hit legs. Very excited for this one. Ready to get after it. What an awesome fucking leg workout, except for my hamstring curls. My hamstring curls were down pretty noticeably today, so I think I need to rework my rep range on those. The pendulums were awesome. I used the belt today. I decided to use the belt for my working sets, and my first set went up by like 3 or 4 reps. It went up quite a bit. So I wanted to get aggressive with my second set, and I put a plate and a half on each side. I only hit it for 2 reps, but the last time I did a plate and a half, I hit it for 1. So I'll take that progression. It's not like hypertrophy friendly because it's only a 2 rep set, but still, it is nice to hit a new weight. Time to go home and get some more steps in. But first I got to let the dogs out, and I have a fear or a feeling that there's going to be some shit that I'm going to have to clean up. So we'll see. I hope not, but we will see. Surprisingly, there was no shit. So that is actually pretty awesome. Time to go and get some post-workout steps. It's pretty hot today, but gotta get it done. Who was it? Okay, so just finished up a bunch of work from training. I got back from training, and then I posed, and then I posted a bunch of my content. And then I was going through and answering some of my comments on the 19 to 23 weeks out video. And I just wanted to take a second to thank you guys for showing love on the video. I know that I've mentioned this a lot on my channel in these videos, but I'm really enjoying making these. And when you guys give me positive feedback like that, that really encourages me to continue to make them. So I just wanted to thank you guys for the love. But as I was saying, just finishing up some work. I'm pretty much done with all of my work for today. All that I need to do now is get my food ready for tomorrow. So I actually need to walk up to the grocery store and get some things up there. Before I go, I gotta feed these little gremlins, and then I will finish off my steps for the day by walking to the grocery store. I don't think we'll be able to see this, but up the sidewalk there is a grocery store, and I got to get some stuff there. So we're gonna feed the dogs, and then we're gonna go to the grocery store, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do the rest of the night. Part of me wants to chill out and just kind of relax because it's been a long week. And then another part of me wants to get started on editing this vlog. So not obviously not this one, but the 18 to 22 weeks out vlog. Part of me wants to get started on editing that, but we'll decide. I'm having that debate with myself. Do I want to have a productive Friday night, or do I want to chill out? I got to do the dishes and stuff, that's for sure. But anyways, let's feed these little gremlins. Look, they know it's time to eat. And we'll get them fed, and then we'll go to the grocery store and get some steps in there. All right, we're back from the grocery store. I was originally gonna walk there, but it actually started to rain, and it looks like it's gonna rain for the next 2 hours, so that sucks. So I just drove up instead. But I wanted to show you guys what I got. I didn't really get a lot, but figured I may as well show you guys what the grocery haul was. So this is it. Nothing really too exciting. I wanted to get some diet soda because they don't have any diet soda here. And they had a sale, and this particular grocery store always has sales on diet soda. One of these 2 liters was like $3.99, but then they have it where if you buy 3 of them, each one becomes $1.99, and you get 3 for $6. So like, of course, why would I not buy 3? Obviously, I'm gonna be here for a couple of days, and whatever I don't drink, I'll just take back to my apartment. So I got A&W 0 sugar, Cherry 7-Up 0 sugar, and then Diet Right Pure Zero Cola. This is like an off-brand Diet Coke that's actually, like, in my opinion, super slept on. I think it's really good. Real quick side note about the diet sodas. All of the diet sodas that I choose are all caffeine free. I typically only will drink diet soda at nighttime. I typically don't drink it throughout the day. I typically only drink it at nighttime, and so I want to be mindful of the caffeine, because there are some times where I'll drink a ton of it, and if it's 50 milligrams of caffeine per cup, and I have 4 or 5 cups or something like that, which some nights is not uncommon, that could be like drinking an energy drink before bed. So just be kind of mindful of that, guys. Caffeine free, all of the diet sodas. Speaking of energy drinks, they had a sale on the Ghost energy drinks, 2 for $5. I got the Ghost Warhead Sour Apple, which is by far my favorite flavor, and then the Swedish Fish, which is another good one. I'm going to have 2 more training sessions while I'm staying here on Sunday and Monday, so these will be my pre-workout drink for those. I got these Propel packets, so I typically will drink like 2 liters of water. This is a 1 liter bottle, and by the time that I fill it all the way up like to here, it's probably a little over a liter. I will have like 2 of these bottles, sometimes 3 of them, before I have my first meal, as I'm going through like my morning walk and my morning stretching and everything. And I like to throw these in there just to give the water a little taste. The lemon is my favorite flavor, and the Walmart that I typically go to never has it, so it was awesome to see this one, so I picked this one up. And then I've never actually tried the watermelon before, so I'm actually excited for my morning walk tomorrow, because I know that I'm going to get to try this on the morning walk, and it's just kind of weird things like that a prep bodybuilder gets into. Speaking of weird things that prep bodybuilders get into, as I mentioned earlier in this vlog, I've been getting hungry over the course of the past couple of days. So I saw this cucumber sitting there and I was like, man, this is like, you know, screaming my name. If I get hungry later on at night, I'll sip on some diet soda and I'll munch on some of this cucumber, and that'll hopefully get my hunger a little rest. And then the last thing that I bought was this white rice here. So tomorrow is a rest day, and it's also a day that I don't have any work. So tomorrow is going to be a slow day. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is, obviously I'm house sitting here, but tomorrow I'm going to go back to my apartment and I'm going to prep my meals for Sunday and Monday, because I only had my meals prepped through today. It was a really busy week, obviously. So I'm going to go back to my apartment tomorrow, which is only like 15 minutes away, and I'm going to prep my meals for Sunday and Monday. But as far as my meals tomorrow, which is Saturday, I have all the meat portions like cooked and weighed out and everything, but I don't have any rice cooked for those meals. So I just picked this up so that I didn't have to cook extra rice tomorrow and wait for that to cool down. This is a frozen rice. The only ingredient on it is cooked white rice, water and rice. So just kind of keep that in mind when you guys buy these like rice. You know, I could have bought the microwavable packs and stuff, but those have preservatives and those have oils and shit in them, and I'm not a fan of that. So I like to buy frozen rice where the only ingredient is the white rice. But that's it. That's the grocery haul: diet soda, some energy drinks, flavor enhancers, rice because I'm a lazy boy, and then cucumber because I'm a hungry boy. It is the first fucking day and I have cleaned up shit 6 times already. Like, what the fuck is going on with these dogs? All right, guys, just kind of sitting outside, hanging out. The dogs are over there eating berries, but we're just kind of chilling. It's about 8 o'clock or so at night. I decided not to do any of the editing on the videos. I'm just kind of tired. It's been a pretty long day. I will just get that done tomorrow because, like I said, tomorrow is a rest day, and I also don't have any check-ins tomorrow. So it'll just be a short day, you know what I mean? I won't have tons and tons of work to do tomorrow. So I'll be able to knock out that edit in a couple hours. So we'll get that done. For now, I'm just going to kind of chill out and hang out with the dogs a little bit for the night. Probably watch some TV or something and then hit the bed. But I don't know how much I'll check in with you guys tonight. I may show some more B-roll. Hopefully I don't have to show any more poops to pick up. I've picked up shit 6 times today, and it's the first day. Like, man, I hope that's not what my week is like, is just picking up shit like 6 to 8 times per day. But we'll see. So gonna tune in, or I guess cash in for the night. And I will tune in with you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday morning and also officially 17 weeks out. So very exciting. We'll catch you in tomorrow, guys. Have a good night. My little Zuki girl finally came outside to play. She's just really anxious, you know. She's especially around Buddy. Buddy is just so much bigger than she is, and when we adopted Zuki last November, she had already been 5 years old, so she had spent 5 years with a previous owner. So, you know, I don't really know what the backstory is there. I don't know why it is that she's kind of scared. of other dogs. Like I said, she likes to play with Peanut because Peanut is a little bit smaller. But Buddy, being as big as he is like very energetic for as big as he is. He like likes to pretend that he's, where's he going? He likes to pretend that he's still a baby puppy, and that's just not the case anymore. He's just so big he doesn't even know how big he is. And Zuki just gets really nervous around him. But she finally got the courage to come outside and hang out with us, didn't you, honey? Didn't you, baby? Oh, baby. Hey, baby. All right, Saturday morning, 17 weeks out. Sure enough, I wake up and one of the dogs shit inside their cage. Fuck. Okay, kind of a weird roller coaster of a morning. Obviously, I woke up and had to clean up shit. I had to clean up one of the dog's pee as well. I didn't film that, but that's kind of annoying, honestly. Like, I've only been here for one day, and I've cleaned up a lot of shit and a lot of pee. So as I said yesterday, I hope that that just isn't the case for the whole weekend. I mean, I know that there's worse things, but the house is kind of stinky with all the poop and everything in it. Good news though, 185.8 this morning, which is a new low for me. Feeling a lot leaner today. I'm pretty excited to pose in a little bit here to see what I look like at 185.8. But that's obviously a good sign. As you can tell, we are out on the morning walk and my headphones are dead. They died like literally 2 minutes out of the door. So this is going to be a quiet morning walk this morning. We're going to be alone with our thoughts. And then after this, I'm going to head to the gym and do some recovery work, again, with no headphones. So just in my thoughts. But man, my legs are so sore this morning after legs yesterday, particularly my calves. My calves are so sore this morning. I was really milking my pauses in the stretch yesterday on the pendulum squats. And when I sit in that deep stretch like that, I can feel my calves just stretching out, lengthening. And man, they're sore today. Quads are sore too, hip flexors are sore, but the thing that I'm most surprised about is how sore my calves are. That hit me like a brick wall when I got out of bed. So got some walking to do, recovery work to do, posing work to do, and then, as I said, we'll head back to my apartment and we'll get some meals prepped and we'll get some work done while I wait for that. And then we will come back here this afternoon to stay. All right, guys, we're back at the apartment. So I finished up my walk, came home, let the dogs out, and then I went to the gym and I rode the bike and I did some stretching and mobility work type of stuff. And then I came back to my apartment. And the original plan was to prep my meals and stuff here. But honestly, these dogs have been shitting in the house so much that I really don't want to leave them alone for extended periods of time. I want to keep the windows that I leave them alone as small as possible. So instead, I just stopped home and I'm going to bring all of the stuff to my girlfriend's mom's house and cook my meals there. And then probably tomorrow, after I train, I'll just come home and I'll drop off like the rice cooker and the pressure cooker and all that stuff. I don't live very far from my girlfriend's mom, so it's not that big of a deal, but I figure that this is just going to work out a little bit easier. Came home and posed, really happy with the look this morning. Like I said, 185.8. And it's reflecting in the look. The past 2 days I've been posing at my girlfriend's mom's house, which is different lighting and a different location than what I typically pose in here in my apartment. So to see a new low body weight this morning in my apartment at the typical lighting and backdrop and everything that I use was good. I feel happy about where we're at, but for now, I need to get back on the road because I need to get back to these dogs because they're probably shitting as we speak right now. But I need to get back to these dogs. And it's also getting to be almost 12 o'clock noon yet, and I haven't had my first meal yet, so I'm starting to get a little hungry. All right, we're back at the dog complex. There was no poop, which is a huge win. I got my stuff unpacked, and now it's finally time for my first meal. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I went to make my first meal, which is oats, blueberries, whey, and milk that I make into a shake usually. and I went to make it into a shake, and I decided this morning that I wanted to add a little bit of extra ice into it to make it a little thicker. And I put in way too much ice, and this will be hard to tell, but this was supposed to be a shake that I could drink, and this is just not going to happen that way this morning. And normally I'd be kind of pissed about that, but honestly, I'm not even that fucking mad about it. Like, this is going to be good as fuck. I'm pretty excited for this, to be honest. All right, that shake was really good. It took me fucking forever to eat it, but it was pretty good. Right now, I've got my food on, so I've got chicken in here in the Instant Pot, and then in here I've got rice in the rice cooker. And then while this is going on, I need to get started editing this vlog. So I'm kind of behind on that this week. It's been a busy week, so I got a big edit to do today. You know, editing used to be something that I used to hate, but as of late, I've kind of started to enjoy it a little bit more. So hopefully this won't take as long as it could. Hopefully I can just breeze right through this and not get distracted easily. Okay, guys, this clip is going to be a little corny, but I just kind of feel like it's important to get this on video because I'm kind of having a weird trippy moment here. So I mentioned this at some point during this this vlog, but at one point my girlfriend and I used to live here, and I used to live in this house for almost 2 years, over a year and a half, less than 2 years. And I'm kind of having this weird moment because I'm sitting here at the end of the dining room table editing this prep vlog, and I'm almost like going back in time 4 years ago in 2019. I'll try and overlay like some video clips and stuff right now, but in 2019 when I first moved out here and I had first just started working full-time in personal training, I would sit at this desk here and I would make YouTube videos like hoping and like praying that I would become an online coach and I would get out of personal training and I would move my business to online, because even though I started in personal training, my goal was always online coaching. That was my goal from the very first day. The very first person who I learned this was a job from was Matt Jansen. And like from right away, I was like, man, like that's what I want to do. Like I want to do that. And so 4 years ago, I mean, almost like 4 years to the day, like it's just so fucking crazy. Like, you know, my head is spinning, but like 4 years ago, I was sitting at this table making YouTube videos, hoping that I would become an online coach. And here I am 4 years later, a full-time online coach editing a YouTube video. Like it's just really fucking, it's lots of, you know, thoughts and emotions are going through. And, you know, normally, I don't know, man, normally I'm not really like emotional or whatever like this, but obviously I've put in a lot of, not to toot my own horn, I've put in a lot of hard work, and, you know, I've put in a lot of effort to do this, and for it to like pay off is like really kind of a trippy moment for me. So, you know, it's weird because there was a part of me where as I'm sitting down to do this edit, I'm like, man, like, you know, I know I just got done saying, I'm like, you know, I enjoy doing the edit, but at the same time, it is kind of monotonous work, you know what I mean? That's why I have the Yankees game on and stuff like that, just to kind of keep me entertained. But, you know, you kind of get this like thought, like, you know, maybe I'll take the day off or something, and maybe I'll just do the edit tomorrow or whatever, you know, tomorrow's Sunday, what else am I going to do? But when, you know, I just had this weird moment where it just was kind of like, man, I fucking did it. You know what I mean? So, with that, there's a surge of motivation that will help me crank out this edit. So, back to work. But I just wanted to take a second to like celebrate that win. Not only privately, but I mean, I messaged my girlfriend about it privately and everything, but just also publicly. Just, you know, I'm sure that there's probably at least one of you guys who are watching this channel who want to become an online coach one day. And I just want to share that it's fucking possible, man. Like, I fucking did it. Just like, there will be a lot of people that won't get it, but just keep fucking doing the damn thing, man. It's just like bodybuilding, honestly. Just keep showing up, keep doing the damn thing, and good things will happen. So back to work. But thank you for sharing this moment with me, guys. I don't know. I wanted to get this on video, so thanks. All right, guys, I made a really good dent on that edit, and I'm getting hungry, so it's time to eat. I made a grave mistake as I'm sitting here and I'm preparing my meals. I realized that I did not pack a portion of beef for today. So I'm like short of protein on a meal. I was digging through the freezer and they have some tilapia here in the freezer, so I'm gonna have tilapia. I haven't had tilapia in a long time, but I've got it in the air fryer back there. And we'll see how it goes. I put some lemon pepper seasoning on it, but we'll see how it tastes. I like salmon for fish, but as far as the white fishes, I'm typically not a huge fan of those. But we'll see if the air fryer can redeem this tilapia. That tilapia was okay. I haven't eaten tilapia in a while. It's just so hard for me to get over the fact that tilapia eat their own crap. Yeah, if you didn't know that, then look it up. It's true, but most tilapia, especially farm-raised tilapia, are going to eat their own poop. And that's kind of a difficult thing for me to get over mentally. But it wasn't bad in the air fryer. So I have actually finished up the edit for this vlog. What's up, buddy? I have finished up the edit for this vlog, the one that you guys are watching. Wow, I did not realize that this video was going to be as long as it was. If you guys have made it this far, shout out to you guys. But I apologize. You know, I want these videos to be long, but not necessarily like as long as this one is. But this was just a super busy week for me, honestly. And I wanted to get everything on film. Like I said, very busy week, but I could have used that as an excuse to not film anything. And instead, I just tried to film everything. So, you know, my goal with the prep vlog series is to just be very honest and transparent with you guys with what's going on in my life. And this is what's going on in my life this week. It's a very, very busy week. So at this point, it's about 5:30 on Saturday night. And obviously, this will be the last day of the vlog. So there probably won't be too much more to go over. At this point, I've put in 3 hours or so of editing the prep vlog, and I'm pretty much done with it. So very productive day. Work-wise, the day is over. It's funny, yesterday and this morning, I said that today was going to kind of be a slower day. Turns out today was very busy and very productive. So at this point, I got to feed the dogs, and then I would like to go out for some more steps. The weather's pretty nice right now. And I would like to just go out and get a couple thousand more steps knocked out, and then I'll just spend the rest of the night chilling out. Sorry, I got interrupted by the dogs at the end of the last clip there, but yeah, just gonna spend the rest of the night chilling out. Just gonna go out for another session of walks, and then I've got 2 more meals to get in, and then I'll just be chilling on the couch the rest of the night. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to the 3rd installment of the prep vlog series. Again, I just wanted to apologize again for this one being a little bit longer than normal, but this was a very busy week, busier than normal. And again, my goal with the prep vlog series is to just be as upfront, as honest and possible, as honest as possible with you guys about what's going on in my life and what's going on in my mind and how I'm kind of managing my life as I go through this prep. So hopefully you guys will understand, and hopefully you guys can relate to it a little bit more. I hope that you guys enjoy the sincerity. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you made it to this point, you're a fucking real one. Love you guys to death. And as always, guys, stay tuned for the next one. But as always, take care of yourselves.